Alright, so here's the prop, and I know it's probably going to be hard to see, but inside here there's a lip right there. I think you can see that lip, and it goes all the way around, and that's where the hub, the rubber, fits in. Now it's, you know, higher than the rest of the inside here, and my plan was to get in here. I don't want to take really anything off, but what I would like to do is get in here, because this thing's just polished, shiny. Let's get in here, maybe a Dremel tool or something, and just put some kind of, you know, some kind of grooves in there, something for the glue to hold on to. Because what I wanted to do was put the hub back in. I got some Gorilla Glue gel, which is waterproof, whereas this Gorilla Glue is supposed to bond to rubber and metal. Plus, once I get this back in with the glue, and the edges roughed up in there, I'm also thinking about maybe taking the Dremel tool, just kind of buzzing out a few grooves. Whoops. Just kind of buzzing out a few grooves in the rubber, you know, just to give it a little, you know, so I'm not pushing out all the glue. There's something in there that, you know, it's going to stay between the rubber and the metal. Then my plan was, once it's back in, I'm pretty sure I can smack this baby back in. Once it's back in, I'm going to drill my 3 holes, 2, 3, and I'm thinking pop a rivet. It's going to go right into the brass, through here, and into the brass. Yeah. That's what I thought was going to happen. Chew that damn bit right up. Anyway, we get 3 more of those. It's not deep, real deep, but it's enough for that damn glue to grab onto, I would think. I think it's doing what I needed it to do, what I expected it to do. I think you can see, maybe, you can see right there, chewed that one up there. That one looks pretty good, nice, a little straighter. And third one, a little all over the place. But that's all I wanted to do. That's the ticket right there. Just burn some holes in it, because you ain't gonna get it straight like I was thinking, but that looks pretty damn good. I think you can see that. 4 holes here, and I'm gonna do like I did 3 in there. I'm gonna Just go around this thing, do 4 of those. Alright, so here's the glue, Gorilla Glue, Super Glue Gel, no run, control gel, 10 seconds, impact tough. It says shake vigorously to mix ingredients, then shake gel into nozzle prior to use. Glued excess glue can cause delayed or failed bond. Presses 2 surfaces together for about 10 to 45 seconds. Wait 24 hours for full cure. So, I didn't read that at the store. One crappy little dab, did it say? Not even a drop? Yeah, 1 dab. That's a dab. I'm gonna have to do more than 1 frickin' dab per third of this thing. How in the hell does this know? I mean, I know it's gonna spread out, but how far is 1 dab gonna spread out? I'm just gonna dab in the grooves that I cut in there and dab these dots, I think, that I drilled in, and I'm going to put 1 dab on the top of the grooves that I cut. So when it goes in, it'll slide down through the grooves, and I'm going to dab these puppies. I mean, I'm not even filling these holes up. I'm just touching it with the tip of the glue thing. Some of them I'll fill up, like that one, and ah, shit, I just filled all those up. I mean, is this stuff that friggin' strong? I just can't hardly believe that. But, well, that's more than 3 dabs. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I did it. You know, I just can't believe that I'm gonna get away with 1 dab. And like I said, it's not, you know, going to be completely held in there by the glue. Is it going in or what? Somehow I'm getting a bend over here. I must have whacked it with the little hammer. I think it's going in slowly, but surely. According to this side, if you look, the gap between the hub and the prop, it looks pretty freaking good. I think this side is in just a wee bit much. And this side needs to go down a little bit. Because you can't go by this side after that beating. Alright, so there it is. It's in there, but my guess is that was not the right kind of freaking glue, because I think that it's like super glue. It just dries too fast. Who knows, maybe something did work inside there. Here, you know, I took the Dremel, cleaned it all up, or beat the hell out of it. I don't recommend doing it that way, but like I said, when I took it out, you know, it popped out pretty easy with a hammer and some WD-40. Anyway, I'm going to buff this edge down right there. And, but it's in there. It's in there where it was. And like I said before, it's probably not the glue that's going to hold it. It's going to be the pins. You know, the pins are going to hold it. And if I had known about the damn pin thing before, I wouldn't have pulled this damn thing out. Or actually, I had the choice. I could have put it back in with some oil, WD-40, and a hammer. But I wanted to try the glue. And wrong glue, in my opinion. Do not try super glue. Even though the guy on that boating site said it worked for him. Jesus Christ, how in the hell did he get it in there so, you know, fast enough? Anyway, alright, I'm going to buff this up a little bit here and then drill my holes to pin it. If this thing is off, you know, this thing ain't going to work. Clean this edge up a little bit where I whacked it. And it doesn't look too bad. And that's the other side. See in there, it looks pretty damn even. Like I said, if it's on there like this, it's going to wobble and vibrate. You'll know, or I'll know, as soon as I start that damn thing up, put it in gear. So, vive la see. Alright, so here, I drilled my 3 pilot holes. 2, 3, and I should have come up just a little bit higher, but they're in there. And a little bit lower. I would have rather have been a little higher here. So measure once, measure twice, drill once. Anyway, these are just pilot holes, and let me see how long I need on that damn rivet. Hey, it's this old outboard, baby. Happy 4th of July. Alright, so this is the 18 horse 1962 Johnson 18 that I bought just for this John boat I have here at the lake. And took this off, put the 30 on when I had to test run the 30 out, and 30 horse Johnson. Anyways, time to put the 18 back on, get the 30 off, fix all those mounts. The mounts are so bad on it. Get some paint on it, clean it up, because I'm probably going to keep it for my other John boat, which currently has the Beast on it. And I still need to go back to the Beast. Hard starting issue last time I went to crank it up. Anyway, the prop that's on the 18 is the prop from the $40 Craigslist special. Now, I have the original prop that came with this, which is, I don't think it's original, but the prop that was on here is a 11 pitch. This prop is 10. Alright, so this is the prop that was on this motor, the 18, when I bought it. And I always knew something was wrong but it took a while to find out that this thing was spun. Anyway, I was looking for ideas on how to fix the spun hub. So a couple of them were super glue the hub back in. The guy said it worked for him. Another idea was to pin the hub. So I like the pinning idea. So the thing is, you drill this puppy out in the 3 locations and then pin it with some screws, or my idea was to try to get a rivet in there, aluminum rivet. And what happened was, as I was drilling this thing out, my freaking drill bits started to die on me, man. I didn't have one sharp bit. So I'm like, all right, I'll drill these things out, bigger hole, tap them, and get like a little Allen head screw and pop them in there. So that's where I'm at here. It's all drilled out. It was hell getting this thing back in, like you've seen on the video, and finally got it back in with the super glue and everything. But I'm going to pin it. Now, it's not going to hurt. You know, I'll know first thing if this thing is, you know, got way off balance or anything like that. You know, this isn't a big expensive prop and a big expensive motor. It's just a little 18 horse, and from the things I've read and everything about doing this, it's no big deal unless you hit a rock or something, you know. And I'm not really worried about that kind of stuff. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever hit anything. Anyway, the worst that's going to happen if I do is it's going to break the shear pin that goes in here. A little brass shear pin, they snap real easy. So that's why I'm not worried about pinning this. The only thing that worries me is if it becomes unbalanced, you know, is it going to vibrate like hell? And I should be able to feel that in the motor. Anyway, the other thing that desperately needs to be done to this thing is this. It's just wore itself out over the years, and the frickin' thing, it's missing like a rubber, what am I thinking of here? Not a mount, but a rubber bushing, like washer type thing that fits in there. Where am I here? Let me pull this back and show you. See, it fits right in that groove, and then, but the problem with this thing, all those videos of this motor running, this is what was, you know, rattling around, and it drives me up the wall. Similar to those freaking cup holders that were in that boat. I took all those things off, just vibrating, and drives me absolutely nuts. Here's the whole idea. Okay, I've got these socket head set screws, 3/8-16. Okay, and I have the 3/8-16 tapping bit. So I drill through. Now let me zoom in if I can here a little bit. Now you can see where I'm just past the brass, through the aluminum, just past the brass, and put in my socket head thingy. And remove in my socket head thingy, and now you can see, hopefully, zoom back in a little bit. There you go. Alright, so just getting in there, and I'm going to screw this baby in. Now watch when it goes all the way in, you'll see the brass on the hub move a little bit. See that? Alright, so I'm going to do these two, the other two, this one and this one, the same way. Then I'll put some Loctite on the socket head screws, and And I'll be able to, you know, each time I put one in, I'll be able to center that hub, and it should hold it, baby. Ooh-wee! What to do with a spun hub? That's what she said last night. Anyway, that's the first one. So, actually I had to start it out, put the tap on the drill. You know, crammed it in there a little bit too much, so then I couldn't put the regular handle on here because the blades are in the way. So I just grabbed it with the little vice grippies and, you know, worked it in there. And that's just the first one. Like I said, I'm going to do the same to the other two the same way, and put this prop on and try to get the 30 horse off today, Friday, and put the 18 back on and get ready for the weekend, baby. Ooh-wee. All right, so let me get them other two on and see what happens. All right, I'll try to demo one on the second screw hole here. Try to do a little demonstration here if I can. It's just a little bit awkward with this camera. Anyway, I'm going to make this outer hole bigger. And it's a pain in the ass when your drill bit isn't very sharp. Alright, let's see if I can line her up. Alright, she's through. Now you can see that hole in there is a lot smaller. Gonna have to drill that out. And alright, so I got it drilled out, and I'm using the bit, the tap bit, and going in easy, back out, back in, back out, and I'm going to take my vice grips and work it better. Now see, I can see I'm hitting the brass by how much it's pushing it over. Let's pop one in and see if it fits. And yes. And the third one, let's get that second one in. All right, so there's one right there. Okay, she's in there. There's the other one. Okay. And she's in there. Okay, now you can see how it's pushed over a little bit. Now the third one goes in here, and that'll push it back. But of course I have to loosen them up just a little bit. I'm going to have to, let me see if I can do this by hand on this one. Oh, see, it just moved on me. It's just all over the place, you know, trying to do it, but it's not bad. I should have done this way. Alright, so now you see it's pushing it over, it's in there. That was probably the best one because I didn't use the stupid drill on it. Alright, I got one more around here in the van. So tighten these up, even Steven. See, that one's a little bit loose. And that one's, it's not bad once they get a couple of threads in. And boom, man, it looks pretty even. That's just the first, you know. Boom. And that's what to do with a spun hub, baby. Hoo-hoo-hoo-wee. So I'm going to take them out, put some Loctite on them, and should be good to go. I could probably even use that stupid super glue I bought. But I'll go with the Loctite. Groovy. Groovy, baby, yeah. Alright, got a little bit of Loctite. Throw it on here. Ah, wasting it. Not much in there. Get this puppy in. Alright, so this looks like this one needs to be a little tighter on this side. And boy, it looks pretty good to me, that outer edge. Pretty even, Steven. Maybe back this one of these up a hair. I don't know. Let's see. I think it looks pretty damn good. Get these down snugly wuggly.
George H.W. Bush has been in declining health for a while anyway. So yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I can see that happening real soon. Here's Travis. Good morning.
Now, this puppy ain't going anywhere as far as the spun hub goes. And you look in here, it looks nice and even like it was, right where it was. Bing, bang, boom. Looks pretty freaking good. Then, like I said, if it's become unbalanced, it should be felt. I should be able to feel it, I would think, in the motor. I'm hoping. And there you go. Bing, bang, boom. Alright. So just took the prop off and double checked it. I had to use the friggin' magnifying glass. Nice prop. Came off the $40 Craigslist special. Great backup prop. But I was wrong. It's a 9x9. On here somewhere. Right there. Not a 9x10. And the prop that was on this 18 horse 1962 is a 9.5 by 11. And I thought maybe they had switched this prop out, but I checked some other motors and it had this prop on. See on there the brass shear pin. Now that I have this thing pinned, if I hit anything, it really shouldn't do anything because the shear pin will break. So, should be in good shape. And get a little bit more out of this thing. See, that was the funny thing when I first got it. And on takeoff, felt good on the takeoff, and planing out, it just felt like something was missing. It wasn't really, it was spinning, but it was so slight that I couldn't tell, you know, I'm like, is this boat just heavy, or am I dragging something, or, you know, I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on until I finally one day got out there and went to check the speed with the GPS on the phone, and sure enough, that day, takeoff, zzz, I said, I'll be damned, man, this thing spun the whole time. It finally did the full circle on me, and you know, rather than run out, buy another prop, or just grab the one off the $40 Craigslist special, a few bucks for screws, a little bit of, you know, hour drilling it out, blah, blah, blah. Time, you know. When I popped it out, popped out real easy with some WD-40, and getting it back in, pain in the butt, going by one guy who said he used super glue and it worked for him. Another guy said he used RTV silicone and it worked for him. And then the third guy who said he pinned it and it worked for him. So I think it's gonna work for me. All right, baby. Can't wait to get Mr. 18 back on the boat.